Alright, hello everyone, it's G-Star321 here again, and today, as you can see, I'm playing State of Decay. Now, State of Decay came out back in 2013 for the Xbox 360 and the PC via Steam. It's a great game, it's a lot of fun to play. What is it? Well, basically, in a nutshell, it's a huge zombie apocalypse survival game. It is awesome. Now, back in 2013, when I played it, I really wanted to do a walkthrough for this game, and I'm not sure why I didn't go through with it. I think I just keep getting sidetracked, too many games to play, too many things to do. But here I am. It is now time to do a walkthrough of State of Decay. It's the year 2016, and I'm actually playing the Year 1 edition. This is more of an enhanced version of the original game, and that came out last year around about April. It's available for the Xbox One, and it's also on PC via Steam. So yeah, that's the Year 1 edition of State of Decay. To be honest, I don't feel there's much of a difference between the Year 1 edition and the original game itself. Yeah, of course you get enhanced graphics, better looking menus, new vehicles and all that sort of stuff. But, I've played both, the Year 1 edition and the original game, and if I can tell you one thing, if you have the original edition of this game, I don't think it's really necessary to get the Year 1 edition. There's really not that much extra that is worth getting it. I mean, I just got it because I wanted another excuse to get back into this game, you know what I mean? So, I just wanted another reason to play it again, and it was relatively cheap. It was only $29 here in Australia, so that's pretty cheap for a game. So, yeah, look, if you're really a fan of this game, then go ahead and get it, but if you've already got the original and you've played it and you don't really care about this game, it's not really necessary to buy the Year 1 edition. Frame rate wise, I mean, this is notoriously one of the most buggiest games I've ever played in my life. As we go through the walkthrough here, trust me, you are going to see bugs come out in full fucking force. It's bullshit. Now, the bugs aren't really game-breaking, so to speak, but they're just really annoying at times because, basically what this game involves is, look, it depends how you play it. As you can see here, there's 3 modes to this game. State of Decay here is just the original story mode. This is sort of like a never-ending game mode of just trying to survive the zombie apocalypse, which is really good. And this is Lifeline here is actually what I'll be doing the walkthrough of. This is where you play the perspective of the military. So these two here, story mode and breakdown, you play as the civilians, and Lifeline, you play as the military. So basically the game involves recruiting, generally speaking, the game involves recruiting a bunch of survivors, gathering as many survivors together as you can, befriending them, setting up a base where you can build a cooking area, a medical area, a workshop, to build ammunition and whatnot. You can actually make a garden, grow food for you and your fellow survivors. Build a a shooting platform where you can snipe zombies from, build up a defense for your base. So basically you recruit survivors, you build up a base, you go out, gather supplies, and try and survive for as long as you can. It's basically, I guess, how a real zombie apocalypse would be in real life, if there was one. You try and gather as many people together as you can, stick together, and try to survive. So that's basically what this game's about. Now, the bugs, I don't really want to go into too much detail about the bugs, but I'll just give you an example. So, if you go ahead and find a survivor somewhere in the game, and, he or she says, yeah, I'll come back to base with you, I need some help, I'm out here on my own, they usually follow you, they will follow you. But sometimes, because of the glitches in this game, they don't, and they just stand completely still, and you can't get them to fucking move, you know what I mean? You get in a car, they're supposed to follow you into the car, they just stand there, and you know, this game can be quite difficult at times. You know, there's hordes of zombies attacking you, hitting the car as you're getting in the car, trying to rip off the doors of the car, and you've got that dumbass survivor just standing there, doing nothing, staring off into the fucking distance. Look, like I said, they're not game-breaking glitches, but some of them at times just can be really, really frustrating. Luckily, because this is such a good game, you can overlook the glitches, you can look past them, and just really enjoy the game for what it is. So, I don't want to spend too much time talking, I just want to get into the game itself. But basically I'll be doing a walkthrough of Lifeline because I really enjoy Lifeline the most out of all of these modes. The original story mode, Breakdown, and Lifeline itself. I just think it's great fun. You know, there's just a lot to do. It's a bit different to the regular story mode and Breakdown. It changes a few things in the game. And I feel that Lifeline is the hardest aspect of this game. It's probably the hardest way to play this game. You know, the Year 1 edition of State of Decay is very, very difficult, I've found, compared to the original game when I played it on the Xbox 360. I feel like the difficulty here has been really ramped up, and for me that's good because the original was a bit too easy for me. You know, you can't really change the difficulty. Here it can be quite unforgiving at times, and hopefully I can play through this walkthrough flawlessly. You know, I've played through it about 4 or 5 times prior to doing this recording, so I am quite familiar with what to do. I'll go through all the achievements, tell you guys how to get all of them. I'll try not to leave anything out. I'll try to explain everything to the best of my ability. So, without further ado, let's get straight into State of Decay Year 1 Edition Lifeline DLC. And yep, we will start a new game. Let's do it! Thank you for supporting the original State of Decay. To show our thanks, we've unlocked a unique character for you. You'll find Gurubani Kaur on the hero menu in Breakdown, or use the radio menu to add her after you've established a base. So yeah, I think if you've got the original State of Decay, you know, on the Xbox 360, and you get the Year 1 edition here on the Xbox One, you'll get a unique character, which is really good because it helps you out, you know, boost your ranks, boost your population. So let's do it! Hold LB to ascend or descend a ladder faster. Yeah. Loading times when you're starting up the game can be a bit long, but it's no big deal. It's actually interesting because when you switch between survivors in this version of the game, the Year 1 edition, it has to go through this whole loading process. Whereas, you know, if you played it on the Xbox 360, it's instant, there's no waiting. So that was one benefit of the original game, but I guess because I guess because they improved the graphics or something, has to load a bit more. Okay, here we go.
Stay back. We will open fire.
Okay, rules of engagement. Kill everything. Look at this. Straight into battle here. Kill all the zombies. Oh.
Your ROE is kill all hostiles. Do not think, just stay alive.
I'll get right on that.
Okay, they're taking care of that zombie.
Don't let it get up.
Now you can snap to their heads. You press left trigger and your character should automatically snap to the enemy's head, which is really good.
You realize these were people, right? Emphasis on were.
Greyhound 1 to Doghouse. We're still here. We had to abandon our vehicle.
Medevac is ready to go, but right now, Greyhound 2 is busy fucking up my LZ. Get over there and secure that extraction point. We're not going to be rescuing anybody if we can't even land a damn helo. Doghouse out.
Okay, so reach the landing zone. That's our immediate objective. So this is the intro to Lifeline. you're just getting attacked by zombies,
How you
and
doing,
you basically have to get
I
out.
joined the army to shoot Americans, man. Americans? I think we canceled their passports when they joined the living dead.
It's not like they were recruited, Vince. They fucking died. So keep that trash-talking bullshit up your ass where it belongs.
Somebody's got something up his ass.
Private Vincent, you think the end of the world needs wise asses or soldiers?
Soldiers, man.
Well, if you see one, you let me know.
I'll try not to speak during the dialogue because I do quite like it for this game. So, as you can see, look, I'll try not to go into full detail how to play this game because Lifeline is quite difficult and I just want to really focus as I'm going through it. I'm just going to assume you guys have played the original State of Decay, so I won't speak too heavily about the ins and outs. But yeah, in the bottom left corner, that's the map basically, and we have to get to the objective, which is the blue marker there, and it's here, which is a military base. Let's get out and help defend these guys from the zombies. Oh my god, this zombie's chasing my ass already. Yeah, the fast ones you got to be really careful of. Just take them out with melee, it's a lot easier. Okay.
The Zeds have breached the north gate.
Yep. Not doing too good here actually. I'm usually pretty good with my shooting. I'm just going to repair this gate so the zombies can't get in. They'll have to break it down again. Okay, that gate's looking pretty good. So this is what's known as a siege in Lifeline. Sieges occur roughly every 30 minutes in the DLC Lifeline. It didn't happen in, you know, the original story mode or breakdown. This is something new
Greyhound 2.
to Lifeline.
We lost you.
You never call, you never write.
It's just the two of us now. I don't even know what happened to my comms. Everything went down so fast.
This whole mission is messed up. We dug in here like they said, but these bastards got in anyway.
Okay,
Greyhound
so there's
1,
two of
I show
them.
you're at the LZ. Finally, I got a helo en route. Get on the road and pick up that high-value asset before we have to go wheels up.
Roger, you have our position. Tell the bird to land inside the fence and get the doctor on board.
Roger that. Maybe one thing will go right today. Doghouse out.
Okay, so crash site, reach the crash site. That is our immediate objective. If I bring up the map, there it is. So not too far from our current location. First of all, I'm going to stock up. This is your supply locker, where you can gather the goods that you need. I'm going to get rid of this pistol because it's completely unnecessary. I will keep this assault rifle and the ammo for it. Just get rid of that ammo for the pistol. Now, the key thing here, not only for Lifeline, but the actual whole game itself, State of Decay, these MREs or snacks, rations, whatever you want to call them, that give you a stamina boost are absolutely imperative, are fucking critical to this game. I always take about 4 or 5 on average each time I go out on a mission or to gather supplies, whatever. And I also take with me about 3 healing items, aspirins or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Aspirin, painkillers, that restores stamina, so that doesn't restore health. And I might need to take some more ammo, 7.62 millimeter ammo. Alright. Now if you can, get a suppressor and equip it. This suppressor is only good for 30 shots, so yeah, that'll have to do for now. But basically, if you don't have a suppressor attached to your gun, it's basically going to attract hordes and hordes of zombies. And for the Year 1 edition here, and especially the DLC Lifeline, man, you get a fuckload of zombies. It is extremely unforgiving, unrelenting. So you need to take as many precautions as you possibly can. Okay, so let's reach the crash site. Actually, I'm going to bring up my character statistics. So you got cardio, wits, fighting, shooting, leadership. You can always do a weapon specialization. Now because she's using an assault weapon, I'm going to go ahead and make her a master of assault weapons, and basically what that will do is with each level you'll gain more control. And yeah, I don't want focus aim. I might wait till I level up my cardio to level 7 or wits to level 7 before I do one of these. I usually like to do combat endurance. Decreases the rate of which you lose stamina in combat. That's a really good one. It allows you to keep fighting longer and longer without losing as much stamina. Stamina is the blue bar in the bottom left, and your red bar is health, obviously. Okay, so there's going to be zombies here.
I've seen worse.
I'm going to just run them all down
We're at the objective. The helo is a wreck.
with the
No
car,
visual on the asset.
truck.
I want headshots on all tangos, standing or otherwise. Confirm that our
Headshots, you won't
asset
be
is
getting
in
any
one.
headshots. I'll be running them all over. Alright. Yeah, see how they just jump on the car and try to drag you out? Oops, didn't want to get back in. Okay. Let's go. The drop kick is really good for knocking zombies down. As you can see, my stamina bar is depleting rapidly. You always lose it very quickly in combat, so I might hold off from actually having a snack now for a stamina boost. Didn't even fire a single bullet there.
You still think this is funny, Vince?
No, Sergeant. No way.
Doghouse to Greyhound 1. We're showing that asset is not at your position.
Confirmed, sir. No one here matches the ID. Alive or dead.
Well then, expand your search to the surrounding building.
Yes, sir. Greyhound 1 out.
Fuck.
Listen up. We're gonna search these structures for friendlies.
Yep.
Check your fire.
Oh god. Yeah, so basically what I like to do, I don't fuck around here because like I said, Lifeline is very difficult. You need to gather as many supplies as you possibly can straight off the bat. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to locate supplies to bring back to base, whether it be food, ammunition, building materials, or medicine. So there's a food resource. Gather it up, put it on your backpack, and put it in the boot of the car. Now I'm going to try and get 6 what do you call it? Rations, I guess, whether it be food, medicine, or whatever. Because if you put 6 rucksacks, that's what I want to say. If you put 6 rucksacks in your vehicle and take it back to base, you'll get an achievement. 6 is the max you can put in a car. Some cars only allow you to put 4 rucksacks in. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, so you can search the things that are basically highlighted. A lot of MRE snacks here, very good. Yeah, don't bother grabbing useless shit like, you know, wind up alarm clock. It's just pointless. I mean, if you throw it on the ground, it basically just attracts the zombies. It's quite unnecessary. You don't need to use that stuff, believe me. Okay, let me just bring the vehicle a bit closer to where I'm going to do some more looting. So, the Dr. Horn is in there, I believe, that warehouse.
Hello?
But first of all,
We're done.
what I'm going to do is build an outpost here. If you press down on the D-pad, it brings up all these different radio commands. Actually, I should do this one first. Yep, that's my extra survivor.
I want an outpost in
Build
here
an
yesterday,
outpost
people.
here. This is an artillery site. By building an outpost in the artillery site, it will give you extra radio commands, such as this, artillery barrage and incendiary barrage. At the moment, we've got drone strikes and drone recon, but we will lose that eventually. There's actually an achievement for getting 100 kills using drone strikes, and I'll go into that a bit later. Don't worry about doing it now, because if you build an outpost in drone outpost locations... Oh shit, there's a bloater. Fuck, get away from that thing. Yeah, the bloaters are pretty fucking dangerous here. They shoot out that bile, which does a lot of damage over time. It really fucks up your stamina. So if you can, avoid bloaters. Alright, so let's go in here.
Clear.
Oh, he's not in here. Anyway, oh, fuck you.
That'll draw some attention.
Let me load up my rucksack with building materials and put it in the boot of this ute. Oh, God. Okay. One key thing here I've got to mention for the Lifeline DLC. Never, ever go on your own. Okay? Always bring a survivor along with you, because it is just too dangerous, you know. When you're searching, I mean, I always like to search fast by holding the LB button. It's too slow otherwise, just holding Y on its own. See what I mean? There's just so many fucking zombies here. It is just ridiculous. Trust me, I've played the Xbox 360 version of Lifeline, and it is nowhere near as hard as the Year 1 edition. I don't know why it's so hard here, but it just is a hell of a lot harder. Okay, and we've got some fuel. We'll put that in the boot of this ute, this truck. Okay, and we can only fit one more rucksack before we're full. We filled up the full 6 slots. Okay, there's some more. Let me go ahead and loot inside here.
Hello?
Is there anything? Nothing. Okay.
Time to move on.
Time to move on, that's correct. Let's go in here. Dr. Horn should be here. There he
Must be
is.
Dr. Thomas Horn.
Yep.
We're here to get you out.
I'm not sure that I should.
Doghouse actual to Greyhound 1. That helicopter is moments from your position. We need you to move.
Roger. We're loading up the asset now.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's good news, Greyhound 1. They're scratching at the damn gates over here. The sooner you get him in the air, the sooner we can all get the fuck out. Now go!
I love the dialogue, so good. Okay, so we've got Dr. Horn, and we have to get him back to the LZ, the landing zone, for extraction by helicopter. So basically, Lifeline here involves extracting what's known as HVAs, or high value assets, VIPs, and getting them back to base, to the landing zone, for extraction. By doing so, you will get an achievement for extracting each high value asset. You only get the achievement for doing that on the Year 1 edition, not the original Xbox 360 version, unfortunately. So I'm going to go straight back to base, and I'm pretty bad at driving here. I'm sitting pretty close to the TV while I'm playing this, so that's probably what's fucking me up a bit. Okay, we're back. There goes all the rucksacks delivered except the one on my back. Drop it in the supply locker. And there we go.
Dust off in 2 minutes.
Where are you taking me?
Out of here. I mean, does it really matter?
We're taking you to HQ. Apparently your research is our best hope for curing this thing.
Let me spell it out. I'm infected. One of those things bit me. I'm a dead man. You're wasting your time.
I'm not here to decide who's a waste of time. I'm here to get you out.
What if I turn while we're airborne? Attack the pilot? Bring us all down? What good did I do then?
Hey, whoa!
My time is up. Use your helicopter to save somebody else.
Doctor, no!
Fuck.
So I guess we call off the medevac.
Damn. Fucking blew his
Who gave
brains
that
out.
doctor access to a weapon?
We have a lot of dead soldiers here, sir. We're now securing all weapons we can find.
Well, it's too fucking late now, isn't it? Why don't you just hand your rifles over to the Zeds? Save us all some trouble.
Sir, what's the plan now?
Just stand by while I unfuck this problem you created.
Sir, this entire area is exposed to the enemy. Our ammo won't last forever.
Shore up your position, soldier. Long as you don't fuck it up any worse, we can keep you supplied by air. Just stand by and don't let anyone else die. Doghouse out.
Alright, now just before I continue on, I just want to mention that's the special survivor you get if you've got both the Year 1 edition and the original Xbox 360 version. She is called, there she is, Garibani Core. Okay, she's got full cardio maxed out, which is really good. And we've also got these other guys here. The ones that say officer, you can play as. You've gained enough trust to play as them. You can switch to them. Thomas Horn is dead, but we will still extract him on the helicopter, and you will get the achievement for extracting him. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix up the base here before I do anything else. Okay, let's patch up the landing zone. Set up a proper landing zone so we can call in supplies and equipment from the outside. You need 3 materials and 1 influence to do that. Influence, if you don't know, is basically the currency of this game. So at the moment I've got 294 influence, as you can see in the top left. So you gain influence by pretty much doing what I did just then, bringing supplies back to base, you know, completing certain missions and so on and so on. Clearing out like warehouses and buildings of infestations, things like that. You'll see as we go along. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much about how to play this game. I just want to get straight into it. So I'm going to patch up the mess, which is where we make food. The barracks, so people can sleep. Op center, so we can do... That's basically just for research and things like that, and we can make specific actions like search and rescue actions, or we can, you know, tell our fellow survivors here in base to go out and clear the area, immediate area of zombies and whatnot. You'll see as we go on. And that's our storage space, so we can store more things. Now the first thing we're going to do is build a medical area. We need that. And a workshop, we need that. A latrine, this is actually new to Lifeline. Digging a latrine sounds like a shit job, literally, but everyone will thank me later. Okay, we need that, trust me. Otherwise, your fellow survivors will get sick. And perimeter defenses, we will restock all. Mines, fireworks, and propane tanks. They're basically important for sieges, which, like I said earlier on, we get every 30 minutes. And it basically just involves, you know, defending your base here of the zombie attacks. With each siege that comes, they get harder and harder in difficulty. Now, come and watch my back. Like I said, never ever go alone. Look, if you're really confident in your abilities here, then do go out on your own. But for the initial opening part of the game here, I'd probably strongly recommend that you take at least one other survivor with you. Just so you can build up your base a bit, get your feet off the ground, so to speak. Okay, fucking hell. Now the key thing, not only for Lifeline, but State of Decay in general, in terms of supplies that you need to gather, are building materials. That is one of the most important things, because you need that to build medical areas, sleeping areas, latrines and whatnot. In Breakdown especially, it's very important.
The Zeds didn't hear that.
Okay.
Clear.
Let's stick that in the back of this. Ute. Military vehicle. Okay, nothing left. Get out of my way. And also in Lifeline here, it introduced something called red zones. Red zones are basically danger zones. If you go into a red zone, you will get completely fucking overwhelmed by zombies, and you can't survive. There's actually an achievement. You can survive for a set amount of time, but you will eventually die if you stay in there long enough. But there is an achievement for staying in a danger zone or red zone for 2 minutes. And I'll show you how to do that later. You can sort of just get in a... Come on, fuck off. You can sort of get into like a ute and just, you know, slowly go forward, reverse, go forward, reverse, over and over again for 2 minutes. And you'll be able to get the achievement.
We have an urgent request for backup. I'm sending the coordinates.
Fuck. Alright. I just made a noise. I'm just gonna... Okay, I probably should just get in the car now. Because whenever you make a noise like that in the Year 1 edition, that means a fuckload of zombies are coming to your position. Okay, but it doesn't really appear to be happening. Oh yeah, there they all are. Slowly but surely they're coming, but that's okay. I need to go where they're coming from anyway. Just gonna reverse it here.
Greyhound 1, come in.
This is Greyhound 1. We've fortified a position at the LZ. New outpost uses call sign Black Friday.
All right, Black Friday, you've got new orders. I'm putting together a list of people who work with Dr. Horn. People who knew his research and might be able to make a difference. If any of them are alive, then maybe we can still salvage this thing.
Just tell us where to go.
First up is his ex-wife, Julian Horn. She's a surgeon at University Medical. She was being ground evac on the other side of town, but the way the highways are jammed up, we think she's stranded. Get to her last known location, track her down, and bring her in. Doghouse out.
Yep, okay, so we need to rescue Julian Horn. I'm going to absolutely do my best to rescue all these high value assets, these VIPs, because like I said, you will get an achievement for doing so for each one of them, so I will try my best. The first time I played Lifeline, I did fucking terrible. You know, they kept dying. I was playing like shit because I just wasn't really familiar with the map. You know, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know where all the materials were. Building materials, food, fuel, whatnot. But because I've played it extensively over the past few weeks, I know pretty much where the best locations are for all said supplies. So as you can see, I'm just looting a warehouse here, and there is plenty of construction materials. I've got about 5 in the boot of my ute at the moment. So look, if we go out here, hang on, let me bring up the map. Okay, it's not red, but see how this whole area is red, red here. They're red zones, danger zones, okay? Now I don't know why it's not red out here, but it should be a red or a danger zone. Let me just, yeah, see, danger zone. Now I need to get the fuck out of here because zombies will continually, oh Jesus, there's a feral. No. Come on. Run. Yep, we're gone. Don't fuck around. Get it. Don't get stuck on a chair. Keep moving. Fuck. Ferals are the most dangerous special zombies that you can encounter in this game. And I find they seem to spawn when you're at your weakest. You know, when you're low on health, you've got no stamina rations, MREs or snacks remaining. That's fucking bullshit. I hate it how the AI is programmed in this game sometimes. They sense your weakness, you know what I mean? Very, 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 very frustrating. Okay, so look, there's a propane tank on the ground there. We've set up base defenses, so when the next siege occurs, we can come back and, you know, we can shoot those propane tanks. That feral is still following me. I just heard it. Alright, so let me just see how we're going here. What do I need? Need a workshop first. Yep, that's in the progress of being built. Okay, let's create some snacks. We'll need plenty of them throughout the game here in Lifeline. So yeah, this is the op center, and we can do certain orders or commands, if you will. So this one, while this order is active, soldiers will constantly scavenge for small amounts of supplies in the surrounding area. If you do this one, they'll hunt zombies around the perimeter. And for this one, this is the one I always do because it means that your fellow survivors search for other survivors, you know, that you can boost your ranks with. So that's the one I always select. And here we can research a whole bunch of things, but I'm not really interested in that at this stage. Let's upgrade the storage area. Okay, and yep. Alright. Okay, where do I need to go now? What's that? Juggernaut, I don't care about that. Stranded soldier. Alright, I'm going to quickly go get the stranded soldier. And then I'm going to do the main mission. Now, with this order active here, where is it? Okay, this one I selected, search and rescue. You're going to want to do that because see, there's two sort of ending achievements for this game, and what you need to do is recruit a survivor called Vienna Cho to your base. And to get Vienna Cho, you need to impress her by, you know, saving a lot of survivors. So with the search and rescue command active, you'll be able to find more survivors quickly. And yeah, you should be able to recruit Vienna Cho, and you can go for her ending or the other one. I'll talk about that a bit later when we do encounter Vienna Cho, but for now, here are two soldiers.
Status? We're all that's left of our unit.
Yep, join up with me. And that was a little warehouse over there, wasn't it? Yep. So I might as well loot that. Always loot the immediate area. Ah, oh, fuck you. What a pain in the ass. Okay, so there's going to be zombies on our asses now. Yep, I can hear them. Luckily I've got a group of 4 here, me and 3 soldiers. Wow, not a single damn thing. That's terrible. Okay, and that is the police station over there. Usually like police stations and things like that, that will contain ammunition. So you will want to loot that. And I might as well do that now, since I've got a group of 4 of us together. It'll make it a bit easier. I'm just going to go ahead and do the looting. They can clear the zombies. Or keep them off my back, so to speak, hopefully. Okay, shotgun. I don't really care about grabbing the actual weapons, because I think I've got enough as is in my base. I just need the ammunition rucksacks. That's what I'm concerned about. Hopefully there's one here. Yep, there we go. Probably a good idea to build an outpost in an area that contains ammunition, like a police station or whatever. Fucking how many zombies are there? It's fucking bullshit. Look at them all. You. You can't deal with this on your own. Like I said, you've always got to have at least one other survivor with you, at all times. It is very hard to deal with this shit on your own. There's been countless times on my first playthrough when I've just become totally overwhelmed. You know, I've done my best to clear the area. Oh, I don't have enough room to grab that grenade. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, you know, my first playthrough, I just kept dying because I wasn't taking anyone with me. So yeah, just don't make the same mistake I made. Always take one other person, minimum, with you. And it only costs 20 influence to do so, so there's no excuse not to. Now my stamina is... yeah, as you can see, my max stamina has been reduced. Overall, over time, that will reduce. You know, if you keep playing as the same character for a long period of time, they'll get tired and their stamina will reduce a lot quicker. For Lifeline here, I tend to just play as between 1 to 3 characters only and stick with them, because by doing that you'll level them up in terms of their cardio, their wits, so they'll be able to search a lot quicker and without making too much noise. Get in the fucking car. There we go. Truck, ute, whatever. Yeah, so by just playing as a few characters as opposed to all of them, a jack of all trades, so to speak, but master of nothing, it's a lot better. And when they get tired like this in terms of their stamina depleting, then you can just drink a coffee or take like an energy drink and that will go straight back up. But you've got to keep taking it pretty regularly because they do get tired often. Okay, I'm just going to take these soldiers back to base and deliver the ammo. Park it, there we go. Okay, I'm going to get out of the car and fully escort them back into base in case of
this ain't the Hilton.
any
Secure your
AI
tabs and see
glitch
ops for your
bullshit.
duty assignments.
Alright, good. Now I need a coffee or an energy drink. Yep. That should do it. And there you go. As you can see, my stamina has been rejuvenated completely. Good. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Let's upgrade the infirmary, the medical area, the workshop, and we will build a generator. Uses up fuel to provide electricity to the base. Some facilities and actions require electricity. Yep, so you need to do this because you can't do certain things without it, like cooking meals and whatnot. So you need that. And yeah, C requires electricity to cook a meal, so we need the generator. Pi, I believe, just gives you stamina. I don't really bother making it. Costs a bit more influence, but these are fine. I should make some more coffee, but I'll do that next. Alright, so now, there's some fireworks on the ground. We are on our way to, what's that? No, we don't want to help him. Rescue Julene Horn. Okay, I believe that's Dr. Horn's wife. The guy that just blew his brains out because he suspected that he was infected. He was bitten. So let's go and do this now. Rescue her. Now, okay. Yep, let me just go back here. I was going to mention this before as I drove past it. There's an achievement related for sending one of these drink canisters on the back of these trucks here, flying. To do that, you need to be in like a ute like this, and you need to get a fair bit of distance. I don't think I'm far enough to do it. We'll try it here, but yeah. Yeah, okay. Fuck! There goes the truck. I flipped it over. Unfortunately, you can't flip the truck back over. If you flip a vehicle over like that, you lose it. It blows up. So if you've got any supplies in the boot of that vehicle, get it out quickly. Oh, there's another actually. Yeah, I don't really like the small cars because they can't really sustain much zombie killing. If you run over a few zombies with it, they sort to... What the fuck happened there? Okay. Yeah. If you get in a small hatchback or a car, a regular sedan, they can't take much punishment, so to speak. Vehicles will degrade over time. The more and more you run over zombies or hit things with them. But the utes, the trucks, they tend to take the most punishment, and they can house the most rucksacks in the boot. So they're the best vehicles, I feel. Not the fastest, but in terms of practicality, they're the best. So stick with them. Okay. Julene Horn should be close, yep. Yeah, so like I said, you'll get a achievement for sending one of those energy drinks there flying. Make sure you're in a ute when you do it and get a bit of distance to send it really flying. Okay, here we go.
Hey, are you here for us?
We have a medevac down the road. We're looking for Dr. Julian Horn, Thomas Horn's wife.
Ex-wife. Ugh, like it matters. Yes, please, get us out of here.